what's happened to us, sadly, is that we've lost some of those instruments. We've lost the prophetic sound that a flute can bring or a trumpet. So I'm going to talk to you about there are 4 categories of instruments that have a prophetic edge to them. In other words, God is communicating something specific through that sound, through that particular sound. Let's start, please. Let me start with my glasses. Where did they go? Ah, there they are. No glasses, no classes. Okay? So here we are. And let's talk first of all about flutes. Okay? Flute, the word flute, and I'm going to put it up here on the page here so you can see it. The word flute, a Hebrew word flute, is defined in this way. It means the singing, pierced one. Now, if you know that pierced, I'll write the number 1. Okay, the singing pierced one. Now, what that has all kinds of ramifications in our mind, because a flute is a long strip, or it was a long wooden strip before it was metal, and it had holes in it. It was pierced, and it created a song. It created a singing sound, and that sound was used to calm. A shepherd would use this flute to calm the sheep. I'm going to try to, it's not a very good example here, but I'm going to give you what I have, what I figured out here a little bit. And let's do this. And here, so the little sheepies are in the night, or they're scared, and so the flute begins to play from the shepherd. And it brings a calming effect. Now, what I would do would be I recognize that sound brought something to the congregation that Jesus was trying to say. He was trying to say, peace, be still. Settle down, it's going to be okay. So when I would, as a leader, I would recognize that sound, or that, not sound, when I would recognize that kind of communication, I would play, or I would have my flute player play. And I'd say, now just bring that peace with your instrument. But we've lost that when we're all just in guitars and all that kind of thing. However, there is a way back. And that is a lot of keyboards. Mine's kind of old, so it doesn't have a flute sound. But a lot of keyboards, you can program that in there so that your keyboardist could be the flute player. He or she could begin to use that sound when you wanted to calm the sheep. The singing, pierced one. Wonderful. Okay, so let's move on. Another category of instruments that's started in the Bible and is still here today is brass. That would be trumpets, etc., etc. I'll just put brass as the general thing there. The word brass means the sound that shatters the enemy or scatters the enemy, either one, enemy. So when I would recognize as a worship leader that we needed to push the enemy back, I could have my trumpet player, and again, I don't have a trumpet sound here. I'll do the best I can. What do I have? Okay, I'm going to use this, this, and okay, this, and this, and this. Here, wait. I got it. Hold on, I think. Okay, so we're going to do that. Listen. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so what we're going to do then is I'm going to let you hear the difference in sound, just the timbre of the notes themselves. Brass is meant to or scatter the enemy. If you think about it, like what kind of a sound do we have when the emergency squad comes? It's a sound of a screaming siren, and that's very much the same thing. It says, "Get out of the way." That whole sound is based from the brass sound of ba ba ba. They use that in the old time Western movies. The cavalry's coming. Ba 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 ba. Sound the alarm. There's a scripture that says, "Sound the alarm in Zion." Sound the alarm. Ba 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 ba. They used to use the shofar when there were no trumpets. It was not a musical instrument, but they would use the shofar as a signaling instrument. Look out, here come the Amalekites. Ba 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 ba. So brass is meant to scatter the enemy.
Make my life worship, not just in songs I sing,